In the previous video, we saw how Cronus overthrew his father, Uranus, and claimed the throne. But power is always accompanied by fear. The fear of prophecy that foretold one of his children would do to him what he did to his father. And this makes the beginning of a new fate. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I recommend checking it out to learn about the fall of Uranus and how Cronus rose to power. Now the ruler of the world, Cronus governed alongside his wife Rhea, the goddess of motherhood, fertility, and the earth. Together they ruled over the Titans, and Rhea bore him many children. But a dark shadow hung over Cronus, the way of prophecy that one of his children would overthrow him, just as he had overthrown his father. Fear is a powerful weapon, and it was the fear that led Cronus to swallow all his children. One by one, he developed them to prevent them from gaining power. These children, who would one day change the world, were trapped in the darkness of Cronus' stomach. Hestia, goddess of heart, family, and security. Demeter, goddess of fertility, agriculture, and cycle of nature. Hera, goddess of woman, marriage, and the future queen of gods. Hades, god of death and the ruler of the underworld. Poseidon, god of seas, earthquakes, and storms. But Rhea could not allow the fate to continue. When her sixth child Zeus was born, she made a dangerous decision. She secretly took the child to the island of Crete, and in his place she wrapped a stone in swaddling clothes and handed it to Cronus. Unknowingly, Cronus swallowed the stone, believing the last threat had been eliminated. But on the mountain of the Crete, Zeus grew hidden and protected. Zeus grew in Crete, but not alone. Two divine forces watched over him. Amalthea, a sacred goat who nourished Zeus with her milk. Some say she was a mountain nymph in the form of a goat. She is a symbol of nourishment, abundance, and endless blessing. Courageous warriors who clashed their shields together to drown out the cries of Zeus, ensuring that Cronus would not discover his existence. They were symbol of protection, courage, and loyalty. Years passed. Zeus was no longer a child. He grew in power and understood that his destiny was to bring down his father. But before that, he had to free his siblings. With the help of Metis, the god of wisdom, he created a poison to force Cronus to vomit them out. And this marked the beginning of God's rebellion. Now the battle that will change the world has begun. Will Zeus succeed in defeating Cronus? And will this be a start of a new era? To find out the fate of the gods, don't miss the next part of this epic tale.